Obviously this is a broad topic that could be a day-long session in and of itself, but we've already heard a lot of the important themes, right? Supportive care, the importance of cardiovascular health management, the importance of bone health management, toxicity management. We've had a session on the role of PSMA imaging, so I'm not really going to go into that very much. There goes the clock, all right. My disclosures. So we'll talk about some of the current treatment options and the patterns of care, because there's the practical conversations about what's really happening as opposed to just maybe the theoretical conversations about what we might like to see. But the questions we often get are, how do you sequence all these drugs? How do you combine all these drugs? Should I do A or B or C? And I would say, we can't answer every variation. Certainly we don't have level 1 evidence for most of those questions. But I'll offer a theoretical framework, right, in terms of how do we approach these treatment decisions. And, for those of you who've seen me speak here over the years, you'll see that this is the exact same framework we've been talking about the whole time, right? And then we'll talk about how the increasingly divergent and diverse treatment options in mHSPC affect what we need to do in CRPC. And then we will touch on the recent phase 3 results within the last year. All right, so, here's what the treatment landscape looks like nowadays. Lots of different options. Radiation, of course, fits in here. You could talk about lymph node dissection fitting in here, or metastectomies fitting in here. And the various clinical considerations which were talked about in earlier sessions. So people, start to say, well, we've got a lot of treatment options. Now I don't know what to do anymore. But of course, I always say that's a great problem to have. That's exactly the position we want to be in, is to have many different options that we can think through and offer to our